When Jim Bush started his career in Buffalo, he traveled from house to house taking baby pictures. He liked that summer job so much, he decided to stay with it and is now one of the top commercial fashion photographers. Not only does Jim set the scene so that it is just right, but he is also responsible for directing the models to give that perfect look or mood.
Okay, here we go. That's it. Good, good, good. Okay, Dave, maybe over your shoulder at Tim. And Susie, in, put your hand on his shoulder. You're both looking at Tim. Okay, move right in, Susie. That's good. Good. That's it. Good. Beautiful. Good stuff. That's it. Okay, doing fine.
What's going through your head right now behind the camera?
I'm just looking at how everything is falling together. And you know, when you work with a group, there's so many different things that could happen. Everybody has to look just so, you know. Every one of the shots I took weren't good. Some of them were. It depends on how the things fall together. Okay, for instance, Val, kind of look off that way and just hold your scarf off a little bit. Wendy, at the camera, very elegant. Okay.
Jim, do you ever had any problems with models' personalities?
Not really, because I usually screen them ahead of time. Hey, these people are all great people. They're not only, you know, nice-looking people, but they're really genuinely good people, and they're easy to work with.
You screen them personally?
Yeah, I talked to them before. I won't use a model usually, unless I'm assigned a model that I can't work with and I can't get along with, because then there's just problems on the set.
Jim, what's it like working every day with beautiful women?
It's like working with anybody, and you don't see that after a while. It's the personality that really makes it magical, okay? I guess I am a little bit spoiled in the fact that, you know, I'm not like a doctor or a lawyer who would not necessarily have the same type of people walking in. These people are all very photogenic, so they're special in that way.
Jim has 2 assistants who help him in his studio. They set up equipment and test light levels, but more than that, they are involved with a master craftsman and are doing what other artists have been doing for years, serving an apprenticeship. Jim, what does it take to run your studio? A lot of people?
Well, I have a staff of, including myself, 3 people. And it takes quite a bit. We operate on a small staff, but we put out an incredibly large volume. And it's mainly because of the way we're organized. Everybody has a common purpose and goal, and we're all very professional people. People that work with me are, they've apprenticed for me to start out. In fact, actually, the way my studio works, to get to work here, you have to actually have to apprentice here for nothing for 2 months.
Ooh.
Until you prove yourself, you know, because it takes. It's not because of the money, it's mainly because it takes that kind of a drive of an individual to be a successful photographer from my point of view.
Even though modeling is hard work, there still exists that excitement and glamour. A flash goes off. You see a smiling face come out from behind the camera and say, "Good, great." A person who earlier that day got up with scraggly hair is magically transformed by the man behind the lens into possibly the next cover of Vogue magazine. Jim, I'm the average everyday person. I've walked through your door today and I know nothing about modeling. Is there any way that you could photograph me to look like those glamorous models in the magazine covers?
Sure. I could tell you, you know, right off the bat. Usually when I see somebody walking in the door, I can tell then, when they're walking up, first of all, how they're going to work out by their physical structure. And also, I can tell by the way they present themselves whether they're going to be able to cut it or how much training they're going to need or whatever.
Could we try it?
Sure. Want to do some?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're all set up here. Just look right into the camera. That's good. Good. Straight on. Chin down just a little bit. Good. Okay. Bring your head up just a touch. And turn your head this way just a little bit. Good. Now, when you look at the lens, look right through it. Like gaze right through it. Yeah. Chin up just a little bit. Good. Okay, just grab your collar and just kind of give it a tug. Okay. Just put a little chin up, just a little, and not so much of a smile. Just let your face just relax and just keep your eyes smiling.
I can't. I'm too happy.
That's all right. No, just don't try and not smile, but I mean, just let your face relax and then do it all with your eyes. Let your eyes
What if I came in and I was depressed or something? How would you deal with a model who was depressed or was in a bad mood?
Well, on a paying job, it's pretty much like going to work with any job. You take your problems and you park them at the door and you don't try and carry them into your work. Models get paid for acting it out. They're not fashion shots are not shots of people's personalities. They're shots of, it's make-believe. It's like acting. They're actually performing artists. So when they're on the job, they perform. And if they don't feel too good about it, they've got to fake it. And that's how it works out.
Okay.
Okay, right into the lens, mouth open, just a touch. Good, chin up just a little bit. Good, just give your head a flick and then come right back to that. Good, beautiful, good. You got it.
Wait a minute. What is the most frustrating thing for you to deal with in a photographic session?
Well, there's a couple things. People that blink, first of all, that anticipate the shot, and sometimes you can't even tell because they blink. They know exactly when you're going to press it, and then they blink, and then half the shots are blinkers. And blinkers are very hard to try and catch them and try and fool them. You know, you have to fake them out and hit it when they're not looking and stuff. The other thing is people have preconceived ideas of how they should be, and no matter what you tell them, they're not going to budge and they're not going to take direction. That's probably the worst thing. What I look for in a photograph is if it says something. It has to jump out and say something to you. It may just say pretty. It may just say red, as far as color goes. Or it may say this person is actually buying something, or this person is trying something on. You see what I mean? But it has to communicate something. It has to get an idea across.